whole new island, a world where we do not belong to. But it's our final escape from death, our new home, a world with a rich history which we have not seen before. History of gods and important Greek beings. Some of those gods are kind, they heal the mortals and give them powers. But some other like Zeus, they want the mortal kind wiped out, every single one of them killed. This ancient Greek history ended with Zeus and 7 other Greek gods getting sucked into Pandora's box, along with all of the underworld and Mount Olympus. But why exactly is Zeus evil now, wanting to kill us all? Which of the gods are good and which of them are evil just like him? Who created this magical box? And what exactly happened to get Zeus and all of them stuck within it? How are we planning to fight the king of gods Zeus? And finally, it is said that we need a great leader in order to defeat Zeus. So which storyline character will that great leader be? We will go through every single question there is with detailed answers regarding everything you need to know about Season 2 of Fortnite. So let's begin with how Zeus became evil. Kratos, my son? Zeus! Kratos, my son, listen, I'm not the real Zeus, I'm a fake! Please, stop! No! Ow! I'm back! Before there was a society or anyone on the Chapter 5 island, thousands of years ago we had the Greek gods and magical beings, titans the size of the mountains moving around, the gods of Olympus celebrating together, having fun, giving gifts to the mortals, the souls of the dead being taken to the underworld through the gates and the Styx river, and the magical materials being used to create items of power like the medallions, or the relics of the phoenix power, or the one for the diamond power, which you could use this one to turn your body into diamond. One day Zeus chooses to speak with Oracle, the being who can tell prophecy and foretell your future, one who we have connected with in the Fortnite storyline many times. An example for that being Season 8 Chapter 2. Dark Jones connected to the Oracle to hear the future, and the one which will guide us through defeating Zeus within this very season. The way all beings connect with her and we will as well is through these magical spiritual waters. Those probably connect us right into the spirit realm, the place where it is said that we must connect into in order to see the future. So probably Oracle lives within the spirit realm itself. As I said, Zeus used to be a very kind god, but one day he changed completely into evil, and there is a great reason for that. He came to these waters to connect with Oracle, asking her to tell Zeus a prophecy of his future. Oracle tells Zeus about his end, how this king of gods will fall and die to the hands of a mortal, but no clue which one of them. Zeus hearing this gets extremely mad, saying that he's scared of no prophecy, known by his loading screen. Scared of no prophecy because Zeus believes he can change the future by force, so he chooses to. From this day growing evil and merciless against the mortals, swearing to kill every single one of them to make sure that the prophecy shall never become true. He will do anything to stay as the king of the gods. If you know how prophecies work, the more harshly you try to get rid of them, the more they will become true. Zeus is causing his own downfall, but there is nothing to stop the king of gods. Zeus has ordered his loyal god of war to prepare his army. Get ready for killing every single mortal there is. So with that, the war of gods and mortals begins. While as expected we stand no chance against the Olympian gods, until one day the mortals come up with a plan to protect themselves. It is foretold by Oracle in order to stop Zeus's wrath. All mortals must unite under a great leader. So the mortals join together, then wishing from the Titans to join their side and help as well. The Titans are not a fan of Zeus, so they agree to do so. Then they all come up with a plan which involves the Titans creating a massive box which can suck the entire army of Zeus, Mount Olympus and the underworld, all of it into itself. The box is created and named Pandora's box. Then at a final war, the mortals and Titans together take this box onto Zeus, opening it and making all of Mount Olympus and the underworld to get sucked right into the box. Then after all of Ares' army and himself, Hades and Cerberus, Artemis and Poseidon, Aphrodite and a mortal hero Medusa, then the main guy himself Zeus. They all are trapped within a huge magical box. This was the exact moment the mortals defeated Zeus once in the past. They all celebrated and also put hope within the Pandora's box. Hope as a chance of help to the future kind if Zeus ever gets freed again. But to make sure that never happens, the mortals hide all the Greek god relics, leaving the island empty as as a Titan gets chosen to protect the Pandora's box from being opened. The box getting chained up onto his hand fully locked up, as he goes to sleep with the other Titans right under the map. This island gets empty, so hopefully Zeus never gets freed again. But as we all know, one day a new group of people find the island and take over, those creating the faction society. The society has an extremely important member named Valeria, one who seems like she has a grandfather with connections into the mortals which defeated Zeus in the past. Because of that, she finds a book in her grandfather's room which explains everything regarding the ancient gods of Greek. Information on the lost artifacts which Valeria searches to find. Then more importantly, every single thing on Pandora's box. How to find and open it once more. Valeria, being fascinated by the ancient gods, does her best to find this box. There is something within it which she wants badly, so Valeria finds the box, summoning it with the instructions the book says and using her phoenix powers. The hand of the Titan which has the box chained into itself comes out of the ground once more. This box is no more hidden. Valeria then tasks her people to shoot the chains until the box drops down, and once on the ground, it opens. The souls of the beings within the underworld escape the box with a golden tornado, as not much after releasing all the gods and locations within it. Beginning Season 2 Myths and Mortals. Let's begin explaining this season's storyline with fully explaining every single thing that came outside the Pandora's box. Starting with one mortal which got stuck within Medusa. She is one of the originals who got the gods stuck within the box. A mortal who was cursed by them, leading to her having a snake hair and turning people into a stone by her look. Medusa, unlike the other people, saw her curse as a gift. She believes that you must use what the gods give you against themselves and never trust any of them. So she chooses to become a hero for their mortal kind, fights the gods and protects her kind not to go through what she has, leading to her great sacrifice of getting stuck with the gods within the box. Medusa will be a great ally in this war against the gods. She also is said to have been saved by Perseus in the past. Now a very fun god to be around. Poseidon, brother of Zeus. He is the king of Fortnite Atlantis who likes to celebrate and party with the worthy warriors. Some of those worthy warriors are Meowsos, then Figfish, who is a higher member of Atlantis than Brutus. Poseidon also apparently loves women, being really into Medusa as well. I mean, if he came up to me and said that let me smash, I would be like, smash! Poseidon is also the god of peace here. He likes no fight and war. Exactly a big reason why he has been really annoyed with his brother Zeus ever since he started war on the mortals. Poseidon at the moment is located at the Grand Station, which I believe that's because his location was not sucked into Pandora's box. It was instead frozen under this massive ice chunk, that location being Atlantis. So Poseidon is taking a train onto here for freeing his home from the ice. Now we have Aphrodite, daughter of Zeus. She is the goddess of love and beauty. Epic really went above and beyond, making her fit the title of being a god of beauty and love and all of that. I mean, they even made a style with her with no shoes, bare feet. Why? Why? No, why? Aphrodite is the kindest and most lovely god between all of them. She likes to heal and help the mortals, and her title being Goddess of Love. Fortnite has prepared a location on the map for her all about love since season 1, since she likes to heal the mortals. Aphrodite is against her father killing the mortals too, but she, just like the other gods, has no choice but to follow the orders. None of them are as strong as him. Cerberus, the guard doggy of Underworld's gates, the protector of gates of hell, who has 3 heads and can summon a smaller wolf who can control himself, the greatest guard there is. Then Artemis, the goddess of archery, hunt, music and the moonlight. All of this taking effect on her design as well. Archery and hunt represented by the ammunition and arrows on her, then music by her back bling, and finally moonlight, exactly why she has galaxy design. The greatest hunter there is. Artemis hunts mortals for fun while she's not really a fan of us, saying that we talk a lot. Wow, I see how, when did I ever talk too much? That's rude. Well, she has a point. Never mind. Even though Artemis is not really a fan of us, she still respects the rules of the nature, therefore also not being a fan of extinction. There is a reason why at the moment she's scared and annoyed of Zeus, but as said before, she has no choice but to follow the orders. Artemis also has a twin brother which is very much like her, one named Apollo, who just like her is a god of archery and music, but at the same time being the opposite of her. While Artemis is the goddess of moonlight, Apollo is the god of sunlight, being exactly why his skin is yellow like the sun. Apollo and Artemis also being the names of the chapter 2 and 3 map, which were the opposite flip side of one another. Now a super cool and fun one. Ares, the god of war, the war general of Zeus and his greatest, most loyal ally. There is nothing that he would not do for his king. Many are terrified of him and how beyond powerful and masterful he is at handling weapons, especially his favorites, the spears and his rifles. He even has a really fun Easter egg on his cape teasing a past history of his, a history of how he has always been in love with Aphrodite. But on the other side, Aphrodite got obsessed and in love with a mortal named Adonis. One day out of jealousy, Ares turns into a boar and kills Adonis. That's being exactly why on this cape he is half boar and half himself. Ares has a Spartan training camp where he teaches his army how to become great warriors. What seems like in the last war against the mortals, the Titans attacked his camp, leaving it in ruins. You can see the spears, axes, arrows or the swords of these Titans left all over the place on this historic battle. One day the Titans will join us to fight the gods once more. Within this place you can also find the broken statue head of a bull who is also a Greek mythology being. And this head should be a teaser for this skin coming named Minotaur. Now for the final two who are also brothers, we first got Hades, the coolest looking design for a Hades to ever exist. His body is not made out of flesh but a really hard and rough material, as his face is covered by a mask because Hades functions completely different than any other. Hades does not breathe air or eat for energy, he instead only relies on one thing. That's exactly being what the gas mask is a symbol of. Hades summons the souls of the dead beings onto himself so they get sucked into his gas mask, and that mask allowing him to survive and stay extremely powerful thanks to consuming the soul energy within the mask. Every detail and design on the gods matter, just like how Hades has a pickaxe which is a massive key to the gates of the underworld. Hades being the god of the underworld and the dead king of the souls, he has a throne within his castle which floats on the air, and that's the coolest throne I've ever seen. Like, oh my god! He can teleport like the other gods, and sometimes he does it to sit on his throne. Under you can see how he sometimes shares his soul energy to evolve other living beings through it, showing how powerful consuming souls can make you become, as he has a favorite weapon which is used to bite into the souls of the living beings and pull these souls out of their flesh to be consumed by him. The weapon can also cancel all the magical powers you have after biting into your soul, exactly how he managed to trap Midas for so long. More on that later. For once, Hades is actually written more accurate to his Greek mythology, and so he's not really an evil god, nor a hero. My man mainly just focuses on his underworld and just has fun with it. He's so chill and so cool and just, oh my, he's so cool! While he's even somewhat against Zeus killing all the mortals at the moment, because if you think about it, when all the mortals get killed, that means that no more new souls will join within Hades' domain after, and that in many ways is horrible news for him. So Hades as well, while not supporting Zeus with killing all the mortals, he still has no choice but to follow orders. That's a huge theme with all the gods we will see within this season. But now it's time for the final god release from Pandora's box. The whole reason this thing was even built for, Zeus, the king of the Olympian gods, by far the most powerful god who is feared by everyone, even the closest gods to him. Zeus is released once more and it's gonna be much harder to stop him from killing all the mortals for the second time. You can learn more about Zeus and Hades through their boss fights, while Hades tests you with his guards before jumping in to fight himself, watching you fight his guards before that like he's watching YouTuber box fights or something. Zeus on the other side doesn't have fun with the person who challenges him. He begins the fight aggressively attacking the challenger all alone, and only calling in the guards for help when he's charging to become even more powerful. The difference between these two boss fights show you how aggressive Zeus is, then how super fun and chill Hades is on the other side. While these are all the 8 super beings released from the box, many more gods will come back to the island in the future, these being some of them like Hermes, as Pandora being opened fixes the 3 Greek ruins on the map, restoring them to their original look, and then releasing the underworld back to the island. The underworld where souls of the dead beings flow through this Styx river into, having to pass the gates of the underworld protected by Cerberus to go inside. As within the underworld, yet again there are many titan weapons showing the past war against the gods, statues of fallen gladiators, the warriors and gods of the underworld. Then this statue. This is Charon, the being who takes the souls of the dead beings through the Styx river using these boats. Then once reaching the core of the underworld, you can see the huge castle of Hades. The energy of the souls flow through all over this castle, as the walls are filled with souls of the dead. Then there is a prison cell right under Hades' throne within here. That prison is revealed to have souls of Midas within it, the one who managed to escape after Pandora's box was opened, escaping by the help of a person disguised as a guard. But if you want to learn more about Midas' storyline within this season, I have made this video, link in the description. Also like the video, thank you! Not only the underworld was released by Pandora, but Mount Olympus, the home of the gods, with it as well, the one which light of it beams into the skies, with the biggest statue ever within this game. Then the throne room of Zeus within. There are much Easter eggs within this extremely beautiful location as well. Hephaestus is said to build the weapons of the Olympians within here, many of those weapons being what we have within this season. He is the god of fire and a blacksmith, as his skin should release in the future with a flaming hammer mythic. Then we have a broken statue of someone who has 6 toes. Why 6? Then on top of Mount Olympus there is a design with Zeus in the middle with many Spartans looking at him. Then out of nowhere there's a Potassius feels just like chilling there. This and how Midas and Aura and all these gods are from the same place shows how all of the Greek people are from the same reality as Colosseum within season 5, being exactly why Colosseum's icon was within Cadophon's collection to tease this upcoming Greek season. And yeah, the final reality of the 5 which I predicted to be Greek. We finally got to see it in game once more. The other 4 being Jungle, Oathbound, Frozen and Mega. As one more secret within here is regarding the designs on the buildings with a creature named Griffin on it. Then a sun in the middle, icon of the sun god Helios, who the entire chapter 5 is named after. Also, can I just say, the graphics! Oh my god! Light of the gods into the sky, then we got the statue slap it, there's a glowing hail, it's just bathwater. His castle is so cool and the floating like, oh my god. Like Fortnite honestly just like went above and beyond with the design of this season. It's insane. It's so detailed that when you go into the underworld, even the clouds change to fit the underworld feeling. This is like, oh my god. All of these locations and gods or beings have been released from Pandora's box, right after the hand of the Titan has gone to sleep once more, while the box has been closed off once again, pushed into the waters of Styx. This means that the final thing which we have kept within the box has not been released yet, that being hope. The hope put within the box for a second chance to defeat Zeus once he escapes. That hope is stuck within this thing until it opens once more, but I believe that what the hope does once we release it into the world is, it will once more awaken all the Titans and this hand, them joining us again to defeat Zeus this time forever. If so, that would be really cool as the end of a season live event. But till we open this thing for a second time, the gods are here and they are not happy with the society. After the gods have been released, right away they see how the society has taken over what is theirs. So the gods mercilessly attack the higher-ups of the society members after killing the rest of the guards. Nisha might have been killed by Zeus at this moment, Oscar being attacked by both Zeus and Artemis, probably meaning that he was hunted down by Artemis and Sally killed, as Artemis has even taken over Oscar's mansion after, as Montague, one of the strongest society members, fought the gods bravely, surviving thanks to being able to turn his body into diamond. But even he was not strong enough to take down the gods, so Montague escapes into hiding for now, until in the future he gets a return plot just like Midas has. Now for the most important society member, Valeria. She has no interest at the moment into fighting the gods. The society is not that important to her either. What she cares about the most is something that was in the box before. There are 2 choices for what Valeria is searching for, which was within the Pandora. First one being how Midas' soul was locked up under Hades' throne, so Valeria could be the guard who helped Midas escape the cell. I have again fully explained this on this video, link in the description. Now the second choice is regarding Oracle itself. Valeria could have learned of Oracle through her grandfather's book, therefore wanting to access Oracle by opening the box, in order to gain the power of seeing the future, so she can plan every single second of it for becoming the strongest there is. Both of these choices are very possible, so within this season we will find out which one it is. Now society has mostly fallen with only Montague left caring about it in secret, while on the other side we have the underground. They are also terrified of the gods and are trying their best not to grab the attention of them, the gods causing their main underground base to be destroyed and blocked, so because of it they now have to make much more hidden and safe bases for themselves, therefore actually going under the ground with armored bunker doors on top to protect the members. As the members hide within these things with Jones, Hope has gone to Montague's castle now that it is abandoned. She is trying to get her mind together within there, trying to think of what to do. Going from normal magic users onto fighting full-on gods has made her extremely overwhelmed, so Hope says how she just needs time for the moment. As the two factions have mostly went quiet, another is here to help us at the time of need, this being a very old and famous faction named the Shadow, which was built by the three legendary members chosen by Midas. This faction was made to do the more secret work of Midas for him, as he instructs who he wants through the shadows with them. So the shadows have been reactivated by Marigold, since she senses how Midas is finally with them on this map. He has returned. The Shadow prepares to help us on the fight with the gods, as they even put technologies to help us all over the map, while taking over Midas's Marigold yacht and flipping it to point out from the map for an extremely important reason, which we will talk about really soon, so keep watching. Zeus, the strongest god there is, wants to conquer and destroy all the mortals, so it's time to learn how we will stop this immortal god. For the moment, the mortals have no clue how they want to fight the mighty gods. Not much before this, the mortals were fighting among themselves. They have no idea what to do. So the mortals and us choose to find and speak with Oracle as well. Hear her prophecies and her tips to us for fighting against the gods. There are some important things which Oracle says for the moment.
Zeus's wrath is upon you, and doom is on the horizon. You must prove the worth of humanity to Zeus and the guardians of Olympus. So Zeus wants to end mortal kind. If we can unite under the leadership of a true hero, humanity might survive his wrath. Darkened skies, choking dust, hope lost and found again.
Oracle says how we could try and impress the gods and Zeus into reconsidering death of all of us. So first she checks to see if we know what the favorite food of the gods is. It's banana. Wow. Jones first had to stop people from stealing his banana. Now he gotta hide his banana. Why is everything always about Jones's banana? Then to impress Hades, we challenge his doggy into a duel using Cerberus's favorite shotgun. And fun fact, the shotgun has 3 fingers to match the 3 heads of Cerberus. Then after we do the same thing to Ares as well using his favorite weapon, this rifle. And now we wait for the Greek gods to call us up and speak with us. But this probably will fail, and the only choice left is to take down Zeus himself, as now Oracle gives us 2 tips for how we can defeat Zeus once more. First one being, for all the mortals and the non-god beings to unite together. So once more the titans and us fight together against the gods. We all must fight under a great leader, a worthy mastermind who can lead us into victory. There are many choices for who this great leader could be. It could be Hope to match the idea of Hope released from Pandora's box, or John Jones to match how Odyssey sees his great heroic importance within this Greek season, or a completely new character like Odyssey. But now the one which seems the most possible, the coolest choice, and the one which I want to become true, being Midas. Why? Midas has had the most experience being a leader out of any of us right now, leading 2 factions, Ghost and Shadow. While he's one of the smartest mortals out there, the great mastermind, he also has the great power of the golden touch, which is much more powerful than you think it is. Midas, unlike most of us, also has personal reasons and hate against the gods, so he would do his best to make sure that these gods get what they deserve. His main problem being with Hades and Zeus. Now if Midas does truly become the leader we need within this season, what exactly is he planning for saving us from the gods? Let's go through it. The first thing which needs to be done is related to Pandora's box. While it was opened and all the gods and the locations got released from it, before everything got to come out, the box got closed. One thing is stuck within. That thing, as we know, is hope. Not the character Hope, but the idea. I believe that Midas and the mortals will plan to open this box once more, so the hope needed gets released from inside. That hope is a chance to defeat the gods. So what could the chance be? Well, to me it's the activation key for awakening the titans once more. These titans who helped us defeat the gods once. It makes lots of sense that they left something within the box, which will awaken them if they need to fight Zeus again. So expect the titans and this hand to be awakened at the end of the season for fighting the gods, either at the end of a season event or a live event. Then that's not where it ends. Midas has his own plans for how to defeat the gods, which he's preparing right now. He believes in order to defeat the gods you must get rid of everything they have. So Midas is planning to cause lava to come outside the ground, as he uses his golden powers to transform all this lava into gold, for it to keep climbing higher and higher, reaching over Mount Olympus and taking over everything there is to weaken the gods and defeat them once more. Especially these two gods he has focused on being Zeus and Hades for personal reasons. But that's not where the plan ends. With the golden lava, not only the gods would die, but we would too. That's exactly where Marigold's yacht comes in play and why it returned in the last season. We know how the shadow of Midas has taken over this yacht to prepare it for his return, as it has also flipped pointing to leave the island. There is a great reason for that. That being Midas will gather his team and maybe all of us to go within this yacht. Then the ship will be moved outwards from the island to be protected and float on the lava once again. So this plan is to flood everything there is on the island to death except everything within his personal yacht. And once the lava goes away, we all can return onto the island, as Zeus and Hades have been defeated by the lava and the titans. This being the exact moment season 3 chapter 5 begins. So let's predict what this season could be about. All the season 3s of every chapter have one thing in common. The chapter 3 one was the aftermath of Io vs. the Seven War. The chapter 4 one being the aftermath of Serenade and Nox revealing the jungle. Now finally chapter 5. This should also be the after effect of our war against the gods, which based on how much chaos we need to cause for getting rid of the gods, this will be an apocalypse themed season. So think about it. Titans being awakened walking around the map would cause lots of destruction. Zeus and the gods fighting will leave many places in ruins. Lava taking over the map will burn locations down or damaging the map in many ways, as it also will melt the ice on the island, which there is a huge one on the map right now. Because of that, many places on the map will also be flooded, and maybe we get to see the Atlantis under this ice in the next season rather than this one. Just like how the first Atlantis of Fortnite was introduced in season 3 as well, and it is said how the waters of the Styx river will corrupt the entire island's waters as well, making the souls of the dead flow through the whole map. Basically, the entire island should be left in chaos within season 3. But how would that be important storyline wise? Well, the same way as every other season 3. After this, we should see the preparation regarding the return of a huge old faction. So if chapter 5 is only 1 year long, this season 3 should get a build up towards what the last reality has been doing in chapter 5 and how they will return, or what they're planning to do to us once they return. Maybe even getting to see the corrupted 7 soon. But if chapter 5 is not 4 seasons long, hopefully, we already have been teased regarding who will return to take over soon, the Imagine Order. Now that the society and the Greek gods have been taken care of, the island needs a new faction to take over it and fix up how destroyed it has gotten thanks to the Greek season. Who better to do that than the Imagine Order and Geno? Geno, ever since he tricked the 7 into thinking that he is dead, he has chosen to grow his IO stronger than ever before. So once the chapter 5 has started, rather than coming to control the islands like always, they chose to go within other realities like Lego. So they experiment on the world and the people within that world, and many other realities not just there, while also the Imagine Order has been forcing the skeletons there to mine powerful materials for them. So Geno uses all of this to grow his faction stronger than ever before. So when the time comes for him to return onto Reality Zero, no one can defeat his Imagine Order anymore. What's a better time for Geno to restore his order on the island than the aftermath of the original rulers of Reality Zero being wiped out, the gods and the society. And once the order is restored, the Io fully fixes up the island. There have been many teasers towards the importance of Geno within the recent seasons, some of them like the Lego ones I brought up. Then the importance of Ageless within this chapter, or even a new character Odyssey who has a blue hair just like the silver hair of Ageless, the same mask design and the clothing color, which teases the massive connections between these two characters, and even more the importance of Geno within chapter 5. But to understand this season's storyline fully, you need to see why exactly Midas has returned and what huge things he's gonna do within this season. So click on this video on your screen to learn every single thing about Midas within this season.